There's some discrepancy, Patty. So how many tackles did you have on Saturday?
I'm not sure. I heard 17. I heard 21. It is what it is. Saturday's over with. So time to move on and focus on Nebraska. So that's it. I don't know. I mean,
this is a pretty good award. I mean, what? Mean a little something to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Just going out there and playing with all the guys on my D line and my secondary, and being able to receive that award is special, and it means a lot. Walter Camp, one of the founding fathers of this game, and to be named the recipient of that award for this week is it's a big honor.
Do you guys describe a little bit about the emotions of a game like that Saturday, where you've got overtime, back and forth, offense, defense? I mean, the roller coaster you're on. Can you describe that a little bit?
I can start. One thing to say is it's fun. When we dream about playing college football, you think of exciting games like that. So, I mean, it's a thrill of emotion. There's ups and downs in overtime, but to get a win like that, it's a lot of fun. More practically, within your position group, you got to stay focused. Remember that you still have a job to do. Have to have confidence going out there knowing that, all right, we're going to score. And if you have that mindset, we trust our defense to make plays, and it's a good time.
Yeah, I mean, just going off that, I think it's kind of just you get into a groove. As an offense, I know we were coming together in our position groups after every drive, just constantly making sure everybody's staying in the game, staying ready, for anything to happen next. So it's just kind of constantly expecting to go back out there and have to put together another scoring drive. Especially with the game going the way it was. It was we just kind of had to stay on our toes the whole time, keep focus. But I thought everybody did a really good job of that.
Tommy, I have to ask you on the subject of fun. Would you say this was the most fun game that you played in?
I'd say so. Yeah. Coming into the game, the offensive line, we just decided that we're going to finish every play. We're going to play with an attitude. We're going to play tough, and we're going to play for the guy next to us. And throughout the game, that's what we were doing. Coming off on the boundary, it was, we make our corrections, figure out what we got to do, but we were enjoying it. There's only so many moments left, and nothing's guaranteed. And especially as you're coming, in the twilight of the season, I think of seniors like Brad North. I mean, this is the last season I'll play next to him right in Macon. And so you just really want to enjoy each moment and get the most out of it. But it helps when you get a groove and get some confidence.
Sticking with the offensive line, obviously when you guys were losing, you guys take a lot of heat. But it seems like earlier there were some games that Clayton was on the field a lot. It seems like you guys have made a lot of progress. Do you think there's anything that has helped you with that improvement over the course of the season as a unit?
Yeah, one thing to note is that there wasn't any pep talk we heard or magic pill that we took where it clicked. We just figured it out now. I think it's a product of our work in the off season and training camp, the work that we put in throughout the season, and it's things starting to come together. It's getting our timing together, being on the same page, making our calls, and playing with a chip on our shoulder, playing with a little bit more of an attitude. And we love doing our job, and if we can give Clayton some more time or open up some holes, that's gratifying to us.
Patty, you've come in and made an pretty big impact early in your career. What specifically about playing at a program like Katy helped prepare you to come in and be able to hit the ground running?
Yeah, Katy was definitely structured identically to how it is here at Northwestern. So it was almost like I was playing 4 years of college ball already, just at a lower intensity and just not as many athletic guys just throughout the competition level. But it really helped me come in here and just come in here with confidence and a step ahead of the other guys and allowed me to be able to help the other guys and show them the way. So.
What do you mean by structure? When you say the same structure?
Just the way practice is formed, how we go about practice, the period lengths. Start off with pat and go, and then special teams, and then team run, and then OV versus D, and then throughout the offseason too, the way we lift and run schedules and all that, and then spring ball, of course. So,
Patty, who were your favorite linebackers when you were growing up?
Growing up, definitely Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis, and then throughout high school, I looked up to Luke Kuechly a lot, and watched him at BC and at Carolina. So.
What'd you love about Urlacher?
Urlacher is a big dude, just physical, and just love to hit people.
You might have touched on this a couple weeks ago, but have you seen footage of Fitz from when he played here?
I have not yet, and I was talking to someone else earlier this week. I do plan on pulling up those archives soon, hopefully in the winter or something. But for now, it's just focusing on Nebraska and the teams we got left.
Why do you wear number 42?
It's a family number. Both of my older brothers had it in high school, and I had 40 last year, and I had a chance to switched to 42 after Joe Jones left, and I jumped on that right away. It's just a family tradition deal.
Do you know how it started?
It just started when my oldest brother was on varsity, and Coach Joseph gave him, coach at the high school, just gave him the jersey number 42, and then my second oldest brother came through the program. He was number 42, and it just trickled down.
Patty, so the last play of the game, of course, he fumbles the ball, and there's like this 7-second window where you don't really know what's going to happen. What was going through your head while you're sort of scrambling around the field, like trying to figure out like on the broken play there?
Yeah, so I saw Joe Goss come around the corner and strike the ball out of the quarterback's hand. He fumbled it, and then I saw the quarterback scrambled, and then I went to go put a little pressure on him. And then I got to the quarterback, he threw the ball, and then I just turned around and saw the ball in there, and then Nate Hall came down with it. Great play, and after that, it was just a surreal moment.
And Tommy, I noticed that on, I believe, the touchdown to tie the game, where Jackson makes a huge blitz pick. He made 2 big blitz pickups at the end of the game there. How great is it to have just a running back who could diagnose those pass protections basically in such a huge situation like that?
Yeah, it's great because, Justin Jackson, you've all seen him make guys miss an open field. That's fun to watch, but he's the complete package as a running back. He's great in pass protection. He knows what's going on because, when we watch pressure cut-ups, we make sure the quarterbacks and the running backs are there and with us because everyone's a part of that process. But I think more than anything, he's a competitor. He's a team player. I think of on my official visit back in 2013, I was in the hotel room with Clayton and Justin. We were looking at a newspaper article about Justin Jackson, Gatorade Player of the Year, and we were gassing it up a little bit. Oh, Justin Jackson, I don't care about any of that. I just wanted to win a state championship, and I think that just points to sort of his selfless attitude. For him, it's not about the numbers, accolades. It's all about what he can do for the team, and you see that on little things like pass protection.
Patty, how much do you think about kind of the shoes you're filling in the middle linebacker role, and do you try at all to mimic yourself after how Anthony played?
It comes around every once in a while, but at the end of the day, I can't let all that hype get to me and let it distract me from the game and how I'm playing. I'm a different player than the guys that came before me, and I'm a different person than anybody else. So I just focus on myself and getting my teammates better, and just trying to go win ball games and help each other out. So
for any of y'all, so it was pretty cold on Saturday, and a lot of students I've spoke to said that they stayed home and watched on TV because it was cold. And last week, Fitz said that he thinks that Ryan Field needs a retractable dome over it. Do you guys think that's what?
That's not what he said. But go on.
What do you think, Kyle?
Move on. Go ahead. What he said. He said that it's a pipe dream. He didn't say he thinks it needs a retractable. It's tongue in cheek. It was a joke.
Oh, he joked that it needs a retractable dome.
Yeah.
He did say it. What do you guys think?
Oh, I guess unpopular opinion coming from an offensive lineman, but ideal weather, 43 degrees, partly cloudy, slight breeze, beautiful fall leaves. So I thought it was perfect, but I don't have to catch any balls. So you guys,
I'd take a retractable dome if we could get one. That'd be kind of cool.
No dome.
No dome for you.
We'll go Macon and Tommy on this. What in your guys' mind constitutes a successful season?
Thinking like record-wise, finishing this one out. Anything? I mean, I think right now we're just kind of focusing on these last 4 games we got left. Except for that.
No, I mean, seriously, like, do you just look at, we got to win a championship, or is it if we win a good bowl game, or is it if a lot of players develop? What do you think when you look back, what constitutes a successful Northwestern season?
I think at this point where we're at now in the season, it's just we're going to try to figure out or finish out these last 4 games as strong as we can, and then yeah, I mean, hopefully I think our goals ahead of us right now are just try and get the best bowl game we can get into and try to win that one. And then looking back on however we finish up, it's just gonna it'll be what it is, and heading into the offseason trying to come out even stronger next year for the guys that are left here.
So, I mean, I think if you ask a lot of guys, we're thinking about the next game, and that's the answer that you don't want to hear. But but then I guess stepping back from that, and a lot of this high-level stuff, it'll be in retrospect. It'll be how we look back on this season, and I think it's just if we can look back at each game and have no regrets about the way we prepared, have no regrets about having left everything out there on the field. I think we can be proud of what we put out there. And I would like to believe that if we put in the preparation and if we show up to perform, that's going to coincide with winning games. But, it's as I'm starting to get older, you start thinking about more of the high-level stuff because, it's a game that we've been playing since 5th grade in my case, and we'll never have this exact team together again. So did I get the most out of the time I had playing with Macon and Brad North and all these guys with us? So I think we'll look back on it after the season, but that's how I'd see success.
Patty, anything by chance to add?
Tommy hit it on the nose. Great answer.